Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina. I'm a certified lash tech based in Toronto, Canada, and I like making lashing videos. Before I start all my videos, I like to put a disclaimer that everything that I'm sharing with you guys is fully subjective to what I like to do. There's a base foundation on how to learn how to do lash extensions, but as you start your journey, you will find ways and methods and things that will work for you and that might not work for me. I'm just trying to create an avenue for you guys so that you can learn through different YouTube videos, because when I started my journey, I wish that I had the same. So today we are going to be doing a volume set today. I am doing it in a doll eye style. I have used different taping methods like I did the last time. So inner corner I'm using to pull out. That way it is a lot easier to get those inner corners of the eyes. And so as you can see, it looks like an X as the way I taped it. If you guys would like a more in-depth little tutorial on how I do my taping, please let me know, because I could always do that for you guys. But yeah, this is the look, and we are doing it in a 15 to 11 millimeters. And 11 millimeters are in the inner corners and 15 is in the middle, because that is how you do a doll eye style. And like always, 0.05 and the outer corner is double D to give that nice lift. Usually when it comes to doll eye, I focus more on just one length for the double D at the end. Sometimes when I do a cat eye, I do double D for the highest point and the lowest point of the outer corners. However, with doll eye, I only use the very outer corner in double D rather than both lengths of the outer corner, like 12 and 11. Just because I feel like with the doll eye, the main purpose of this look is to really open that eye up. So I don't want to create too much of a lift, because then I feel like it starts to look a little bit cat-eye, if that makes sense, or if that's even a word. So we have 11 millimeters inner corner D. Then we have the 12 millimeters D. Then we have the 13 millimeters D curl. Then 14 millimeters D curl. And the longest length we are using is 15 millimeters D curl. And like always, like I said before, you continue the mapping on the other side and you just decrease 1 millimeter as you go along. So it's basically self-explanatory. There's not too much to really say. I used the sensitive glue for this client. However, it was a little bit still too strong. She did leave with a bit of irritation in her eye and into the next. I ended up honestly throwing this glue out just because I was like thinking that it would definitely keep her eyes nice and safe, but they didn't, and I was not only just disappointed in myself for not testing it prior, but I think it also had to do with my lower lash tape. So I find that sometimes if I don't secure it well enough, the under eye pad tends to move up a little bit, and what happens if it moves up is that it bruises the eyeball itself. And you can tell that an eye is bruised because after you're finished with your client, it'll be really red, and it might actually kind of hurt them. So just be cautious of that when you are doing taping. I do find sometimes girls with higher cheekbones have a harder time with the bruising. So it's all about finding the right placement with the tape so that you don't, hurt your client. You want them to leave, or even during the appointment, you want them to be comfortable as possible. So just keep an eye out, and when you're lashing your clients, you should always ask them if they're feeling okay or if they are comfortable. I always tell my clients that if they feel any discomfort of any sort during the appointment, to let me know right away. You can minimize eye irritation from the glue using the mister, as you could just see there. You can get them off of Amazon. I've seen some of them on Walmart, but I will link them in the description box below if you guys need some links towards getting a nano mister. I know some people have asked me what it is, so I will list it below, but basically it's used to crystallize the glue faster. It just cures faster because cyanoacrylate dries due to moisture and hydration. So that's why I use it, and people with sensitive eyes benefit from the nano mister the most. And as for the tools, everything is the same as I said in all my other videos. Lash God tweezers, everything else is from Amazon. I've also listed my trays that I'm using. It's still that AGUUD one that I get from AliExpress. It's my favorite right now. This set turned out super fluffy and clean, and you'll see at the very end as to why I like it so much. It's just very pretty. And so this is the first beginning of the video. The next part is going to be another story time. I'm going to be actually reading stories about horrible celebrity clients. So not necessarily celebrity clients within the beauty industry, but just in general. I actually find these kind of interesting, and hopefully one day when you guys get big or I get big, we'll be able to have nice celebrities come to us. But we're going to read some horror stories today, so please stay tuned. And I hope you guys really enjoy these story times, and I hope that they're entertaining. But I have been getting pretty good reviews from it. So just stay tuned and we'll get into the next part shortly. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, so we're gonna get into the second portion of this video, which is my favorite part, which is the story times. So today we're going to be reading some stories about waitresses' brutal ratings of an A-list celebrity she served, from Kylie Jenner to Gigi Hadid. And this is also another video I saw on TikTok, but I'm reading an article from themirror.co.uk. So it is an article that I'm just kind of gonna read by verbatim. But I did see this video, and I've also heard a lot about not just Kylie Jenner, but Hailey Bieber as well, not being the nicest person. So I guess this person works at a restaurant and they kind of rank celebrities and how nice they are. So the reason I wanted to do this is because celebrities are a great marketing tool for any business. However, they're not always the nicest, which kind of sucks because, you know, sometimes you are so starstruck that you want them to be this person that you had in their head, and at the end of the day, they turn out to be exactly what you hate. So we're going to dive into this article and kind of see how these celebrities are and how they act. So, a former waitress who worked at a fancy restaurant in New York has revealed how she says certain A-list celebrities treated her and ranked them out of 10 for how rude or nice they were. Julia Corlin, who is now a model for state management, worked as a hostess for Nobu in downtown Manhattan, according to her LinkedIn profile. In a video she posted on TikTok, she revealed that it was like to work at a Japanese eatery, and more specifically what the customers were like. Julia says she served countless famous people during the 10 months she spent at Nobu, but she claims not everyone was as nice as she hoped or expected them to be. In this video, she ranked each of the celebrities she says she has served out of 10 for their attitude. First up were supermodels Gigi and Bella Hadid, who were given top marks. Julia said they were super polite and friendly to staff, which unfortunately is rare for celebrities. So that's a good start. But then the former waitress claims that her experiences with fellow model and Justin Bieber's wife Hailey Bieber wasn't quite so pleasant, which I've heard this a lot on TikTok, that even just not this Julia girl talking about it, but I've heard other TikTokers say that when they encountered Hailey Bieber, it was not a good experience. So I don't know, I'm not too surprised at that. Julia said in her video that this is going to be controversial, but I've met her a handful of times and each time she was not nice. I really want to like her, but I have to give her a 3.5 out of 10. Sorry. Hailey was devastated by Julia's comments and quickly took to the comment section of the video to apologize for how she acted. Hailey wrote, "Just came across this video and I wanted to say I'm so sorry if I've ever given you bad vibes or a bad attitude. That's never my intention." If it's not your intention, Hailey, why are you continuously being rude more than once? I don't know, this waitress literally said that she's met her more than once. And I'd understand if it's 1 or 2 times, but if you're consistently rude? I don't know, man. Red flags. Anyway, Hailey also added that she'd like to apologize to Julia in person and thanked her for calling her out. Fans were quick to praise Hailey for reaching out to Julia and for being a decent human. I guess so. Next up was billionaire Kylie Jenner, who apparently was tight with how much money she gave Julia as a tip. That's rich, seriously. Julia said she was fine, but she tipped $20 on a $500 dinner bill. Do with that information what you will. She gave the makeup guru a 2 out of 10 rating, the lowest out of the stars. Cameron Dallas, a well-known YouTuber, was ranked 4 out of 10 according to Julia. She said, "I kinda had a bad experience with him. Him and his friend called up after we were closed and insisted on a table and kind of pulled a 'do you know who I am' kind of moment." The video received 2.4 million likes and thousands of comments from people who were equally disappointed in Kylie's tip as Julia was. One said, "Kylie tipped $20 and she's the youngest billionaire." That's exactly what I was thinking. Another added, "I really feel that Kylie thinks $20 means 20%. And how do I tip more than Kylie and I'm poor?" Julia concluded that the video by promising to make a part 2, and that she did, speaking of Josh Peck, who was the nicest celebrity she's ever met, giving him a 10 out of 10, and Kendall Jenner, on the other hand, was giving a 4 out of 10 for being cold towards staff. You know, I'm not too surprised that the Jenners/Kardashians were the rudest. They seem the most entitled, in my opinion. And Hailey Bieber, I've heard stories of her as well, so I'm not too surprised. You know, it doesn't take that much to be a kind person, but I feel like sometimes these celebrities get so lost in the way that their life has been their entire life, because they literally are given everything they want because they are celebrities. But I've heard people like Drew Barrymore is really nice, and you know, honestly, I actually haven't heard of too many celebrities being that nice. I've heard more rude stories than nice, but I can definitely see Josh Peck being a nice person because he seems like a really, really genuinely nice guy just from what I see on YouTube. But obviously, I can't just judge off of that. But according to this Julia girl, she is nice. So whatever journey that your business goes to, and if you can get to a point where you can get celebrities to come in and kind of promote your brand for you, by all means, I 100% support it. But the one thing that I would always stick by is my integrity. I don't think I would ever want to even help a celebrity if they're rude to me, no matter how much clout I'm gonna get out of it. Like, at the end of the day, is it really worth it? Who knows? But that's up for you guys to decide. I know that there are many lash studios out there, especially here in Toronto, where a lot of celebrities and influencers come to get their lashes done. So it's not an uncommon thing, especially in the lash business. So it's something that you guys should always kind of keep in mind. But remember, you don't have to take them just because they're celebrities. Always try to keep your integrity, and you know, if you're being as nice as possible, then that's all that matters in the end of the day. Well, that was today's story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please enjoy the rest of the set, and I post every Sunday at 6:30. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love these story times and I like this route that I'm taking, so let me know if you guys like it as well. I have been seeing that the engagement has gone up, so that's great. And yeah, like I said before in my other videos, I'll be expanding my story times, maybe something scary, maybe some romance, who knows, but I kind of choose these stories at random. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot, and any comments are always welcome, even if it's constructive criticism. Just please be kind, because I am sensitive. All right, guys, see you next week. Bye.